dear learners. I welcome you all to the official YouTube channel of SRN International School, Jagatpura, Jaipur, Rajasthan. I am a faculty of social science at SRN International School. Today in this video, I'll be explaining the topic Slave Dynasty of Chapter 4, the Delhi Sultanate of Grade 7 History Reference Textbook. Let's begin with the topic. The slave dynasty was the first line of rulers of the Delhi Sultanate, a Muslim kingdom in North India. The kingdom is called a sultanate because it was led by a ruler known as a sultan. The slave dynasty lasted nearly a century, ruling from AD 1206 to 1290. Rulers of this dynasty were Qutbuddin Aibak, Iltutmish, Rajia Sultan, and Balban. Topics which I would be covering here are the brief introduction of the slave dynasty. In this video, I'll give information about famous rulers of slave dynasty. Let's start with Qutbuddin Aibak. Qutbuddin Aibak began his rule in AD 1206. He is known as the founder of the slave or Mumlak dynasty. Except Qutbuddin, all other sultans of this dynasty belong to the Ilbari tribe or Turks. The Turkish nobles, however, did not like the leadership of a slave ruler. They put many hurdles in his way, but he successfully overcome all of them. He suppressed the internal revolts and also faced the external invaders successfully. He set up an independent kingdom with its headquarters at Lahore. From here began the slave rule. Qutbuddin now wanted to consolidate his rule. The impact of Turkish invasion was felt in the Ganga plains. Bakhtiar Khilji raided and plundered the areas of the eastern Uttar Pradesh, Bihar and Bengal. Qutbuddin died in AD 1210 when he fell from a horse while playing Chaugan at Lahore. Qutbuddin was a generous ruler. He is also known as Lakhbakhsh or giver of lakhs. Let's know about Dhai Din Ka Jhopda. Dhai Din Ka Jhopda is a large and impressive structure in the city of Ajmer in Rajasthan, India. It is one of the oldest mosques in India and the oldest surviving monument in Ajmer. Designed by Abu Bakr of Herat and constructed by Qutbuddin Aibak in 1192 CE. The mosque is an example of early Indo-Islamic architecture. Let's know about Iltutmish. Iltutmish was a slave of Qutbuddin, but he soon rose to a high position because of his ability. The Sultan married his daughter to him. After great difficulties, Iltutmish won the throne, but his task was still a difficult one. Iltutmish was, however, a wise ruler. He pleased his Turkish nobles by allowing them grants of jagirs. He suppressed the revolt of stubborn armies. He recognized to be nobility into a select group of Chalis or Chalisa, also called Turkan-e Chehelgani. He won the sympathies of the Muslims by getting his claim to the throne approved by the Khalifa. He also introduced the Iqta system. Under his system, land was assigned to nobles and others in lieu of salary. He also introduced silver coins called taka and copper coins called jital. These coins were used throughout the Sultanate period. He is generally regarded as the founder of the Delhi Sultanate. By dint of his dauntless bravery and wisdom, he transformed a weak and vulnerable kingdom into a stable empire in India. He freed the Delhi Sultanate from the claim of suzerainty by the rulers of Ghazni. On account of these features, Iltutmish is often called the real founder of the Muslim Empire in India. It was he who was the first ruler who chose Delhi as the center of his power. He shifted his seat from Lahore to Delhi, which remained the capital of all the Muslim rulers up to the advent of the Mughal dynasty. Iltutmish completed the construction of Qutb Minar. It is the most remarkable piece of monument of his reign. Now I will give you information about Rajia Sultan. Iltutmish has nominated his daughter as his successor because he did not think any of his sons worthy of his throne. But his nobles did not like the idea of being ruled by a woman. Sultan Rajiat ud Dunya Wauddin, popularly known as Rajia Sultana, was a ruler of Delhi Sultanate in the northern part of Indian subcontinent. She was the first female Muslim ruler of the subcontinent and the first female Muslim ruler of Delhi. She started ruling in 1236. Even Minhaj-e-Siraj, an eminent chronicler of the age, felt that she was more qualified and able than his brothers. She died in 1240. Ghiyasuddin Balban was the ninth Sultan of the Mumlak dynasty of Delhi. Ghiyasuddin was the regent of the last Shamsi Sultan, Nasruddin Mahmud. He reduced the power of the nobility and heightened the stature of sultans. His original name was Bahauddin. He was an Ilbari Turk. Balban's policy of blood and iron. It is not without significance that out of about 84 years rule of slave dynasty, Balban's rule lasted for about 40 years. In other words, we can say that 20 years as Naib or Prime Minister, but virtually the Sultan, and 20 years as the Sultan of Delhi. Balban died in AD 1286. All his successors were weak and inefficient. Here I will end up with my topic. If you like the video, kindly do like, share and subscribe our channel. Have a great day. Thank you all.